Hello and welcome to Tales from the Ugly Chair on Noggin Comics. I'm Kyle, and on this episode of Tales from the Ugly Chair, we're going to be talking about the Gallows Man. Now, previously, if you have watched Noggin Comics, you do know that we interviewed the creator of the Gallows Man, Brandon Ingram, or Dismay Comics, as he's known on Instagram. He came on to the show to promote issue 2 of The Gallows Man. Now, I'll be honest, I was not interested in this book at first. It took Brandon sending me an advanced copy, not an advanced copy, a digital copy of The Gallows Man issue 1, and then talking to him and having him sell me on getting this book. And The Gallows Man is, how should I put it? Imagine if Quentin Tarantino did Batman 69. So you take the insanity of Inglourious Bastards, and you have Adam West and Bourne in that. That is a Gallows Man. As you can see, this is Mr. Cape himself. So yeah, this is Gallows Man, and this is his sidekick, Newsboy. And as you can tell, this is not something you would get from the big two, or even Image. You might get it from Dark Horse or AWA, but Brandon wanted to take. I think Brandon wants to take a insane concept and make it accessible, and that's kind of what he does here. It is a little. I would say it's a little difficult to recommend to people who aren't really into independent comics, because the main villain, his name is Major Swastika. So there is Nazi imagery in this, but that kind of fits with the story because the Gallows Man, he hangs people. That's what he does. And at first you're like, this is a really messed up storyline. But Ingram uses a very unique sense of comedy to it that kind of enhances the story. And his co-creator, or his artist, Helen Boulton, is a phenomenal artist. And I say that because it's a very cartoon-ish style to this. And I want to... There is a spoiler in issue 1 that I want to show, but I don't want to show because if you guys want to get this, I highly recommend reaching out to Brandon if he still has copies of this, because there is one scene that I feel like it could be in Inglourious Bastards. Let's just say that a character takes a wooden swastika and uses it as a weapon. Very gruesome, but like I said though, very cartoonish. This first page I'm going to show you. That's the Gallows Man. This is Helen Boulton's artwork, and the Gallows Man's name is Bert Dickerson, which kind of hence why I'm wearing the hat, because it has that old timey feel to it, that old newsy type of feel to it. That's why it kind of fits right into that Adam West Batman 69 feel to it. But as you can tell, though, it's not for all ages. And just this variant cover for issue 2 shows you that. If you can see, Gallows Man has someone by the neck with their teeth just falling out, being crumbling out. And Newsboy is celebrating. Now, the storyline is that the Sparkle, who was the mentor to the Gallows Man, was killed by Major Swastika. And this is kind of what issue 2 kind of explores more, because Bert, or the Gallows Man, is really dealing with depression. And that's basically the whole issue. I kind of feel like I enjoyed issue 1 more than issue 2, but there is parts of issue 2 that I really enjoyed. The investment of the storyline, and much like how issue 1 ended, it gets you want to come back for more. You kind of want to see what the storyline's going to. But yeah, I would say if you're a fan of Batman 69, and if you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino, that is kind of where I would put this in. If you want to explore that, that is where I would say. This is a Kickstarter, and talking about a Kickstarter, Brandon, with next month in October, he has another Kickstarter coming out called Dismay Avenue. Brandon does something that most Big 2 or Image or AWA or Aftershock doesn't. He gave us 48 pages straight of storytelling. Granted, a lot of it is Helen Boulton's artwork, but when there is little type of humor here and there that can get you going, kind of like in Batman 66, where, you know, it was acted serious. It was the actors kind of had that serious tone to it, but the delivery was kind of comedic. But yeah, so like I said, Brandon's got his Dismay Avenue book coming out soon on Kickstarter, which we'll be doing the advanced reviews. And this weekend, this Saturday on the 17th, September 17th, the Minnesota Comic Exchange and us, Noggin Comics, are going to have a comic show at Valley Creek Mall in Woodbury. It's the first time that Nora and I will be tabling as the Minnesota Comic Exchange and as Noggin Comics. We hope to have videos, some interviews. We really want to document the first comic show that we helped organize. But until then, check out Dismay Comics on Instagram. Be on the outlook for the advanced review on Dismay Comics. And overall, find the comic book, have a good time, and see you at the comic shop.